It's Sherrita. I'm back. Y'all didn't think I was gonna be back, did y'all? But I come back at least once a week to come share some of my good knowledge with you, okay? So if you're part of this family, so glad to see you again. And if you aren't, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, especially if you want something everyday laughter to get through the day with my brothers and I, as well as some tips to get through life. And don't forget, we'll be doing reviews on a few shows as well, family shows, because this channel is all about family. Okay, so today we are talking about the signs when you are settling for foolishness and doing a lot of bed hopping. Okay, let me tell you something. That stuff is some serious business. People think, oh, I go from one relationship to another relationship, and it's okay. But in reality, it really ain't. It really ain't. It really ain't. But I'm just gonna break down a few tips that I had learned from the times that I had settled in my relationships. So if you just bear with me and just ride the roller coaster and ride the wave with me through this video, hopefully you learn something too. Or if you probably already even know about this stuff already, this probably be a refresher for you. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so it was this one time when I was dating somebody, and this is how I knew that I needed to seek some type of self-healing, some self-help of some sort. I had dated this guy, okay, and it was quick. We was quick getting into this relationship. I think it was like 3 months we was talking, and then all of a sudden we got into a relationship. It could have been shorter than that. It could have been like a month and a half. I just know it was quick. We got into a relationship really fast. And I should have paid attention more to the signs and not to what I wanted. But you know, you some people just so desperate of having a person so bad that they'll just settle for anything. So I get into this relationship with this person, and this person began to change. So I'm doing everything in my power to try to go back to the way things were in the beginning. And so what would happen was, after we got into this relationship, I was doing all the things that I could. So I would wash his clothes, I was ironing, I would cook, I was doing majority of the calling. Everything I could to try to keep this person happy and keep things the way it was. Now, in the beginning, we would go on a lot of dates. We would go different places sometimes, and go see different things. But as we got into the relationship, those things started to drift away. We got into more arguments, got into more different types of nitpicking and pettiness. He was being more demeaning. He would call me names, tell me I didn't know how to read right, I didn't know how to speak right. He would say stuff that was just all out of order and was ratchet, okay? And it made me feel less than, like, okay. But at the same time, I felt like, you know, he'd been there, it's going on a year. I'm trying to make things work with this person and do everything I can to go back to that original feeling that we both had in the beginning. At the same time, I'm trying to keep him happy and forgetting about me, and so and my happiness. So towards the end of this relationship, I decided to cut it, quit, end it, because I wasn't happy. Like, I wasn't happy. And I think in a relationship, it should be like a give and take. So that particular relationship taught me a lot. I had other relationships that taught me things, but that particular relationship taught me a lot about myself, and kept asking myself, like, why am I going overboard, and why am I doing all these extra things to try to maintain a relationship that wasn't healthy for me. There's a lot of times we just want someone in our life so bad that we want that person to be our Prince Charming or our princess, because some men want queens, and we want those things so bad that we're willing to renounce or denounce our standards and let folks just do whatever, and instead of just asking ourselves personal questions, why. So this is mainly what this video is about, and I'm gonna give you a few pointers and tips on the signs on how you know you just settling for foolery through people that you are dating. So here we go. Okay, the number one sign that you know that you settling is because you watching this video right now. I said it. If you out here looking for, am I settling, and you trying to figure out the problems in your relationship by watching YouTube and other people besides myself, you know that something is wrong and there's a red flag. So you know you already in a bad situation. Why are you continuing to be in this situation and trying to seek help through YouTube videos? Because you already know you're in a bad situation. Sometimes we got to be brave enough to leave. Just use the power to walk away. Use your power to walk away. It's okay to be alone. Some people have a fear of being alone. But let me tell you something. You would never know what's on the other side until you actually take the step to just leave. Walk away. You know, walk away and see what happens. Now, I know some of you people or a lot of people are in situations that you probably just can't do that right now. You got to come up with a game plan to leave. You know, like saving some money or getting a job or finding a place. But you what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Ain't no reason to sit up there and just keep searching YouTube videos and watching other people's videos, trying to find somebody to agree with the foolery that you're in. Cause you know what you're in is foolery. You know that how that person is treating you is wrong. Why settle? Okay, my second point is you are going above and beyond. You are going above and beyond to satisfy someone. You doing all the cooking, the cleaning. It could be vice versa with a man. You paying all her bills. You doing all these extra things for her, and you not getting anything. You not getting anything. Not a response from a text message or a phone call. Her calling you on her time when she's free, or him. He could be doing the same thing. You trying to give him all these attention. Now y'all supposed to be together. This is when you in a relationship though. This ain't when you trying to stalk somebody and make them your man. You in a relationship, but it feel like you are alone in your relationship. You are going above and beyond. Y'all not working together to have a goal, a future goal. So it's just you just in a relationship. Just to say I got a man, just to say I got somebody, just to say I got a husband, or just to say I got a wife. And you doing the majority of the work. And nobody has a goal, a relationship goal, or anything. I know when I was dating that one person I was telling you about earlier, I was going overboard. I was letting all my boundaries down for this person just to keep this person happy. And I was like, it didn't dawn on me till like the end of the relationship, what am I getting? And let me tell you what I mean by that. Okay, so I remember this one time I needed my tire fixed. Now it could have been like we've been in a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship for like 9 months at this point. And at this one I knew I was about to be fed up. My tire went out. Now I think the purpose of dating, when you date somebody, you should have some sort of purpose. It should be some sort of end goal somewhere. And my tire blew out and I needed a new tire. Do you think he got me a new tire? No. He said to me that your stuff is your stuff and my stuff is my stuff. I can't help you with your problems. Okay? So what is the reason? Why are you there? If you're supposed to be my man, why are you there? As a woman, you want to feel secure. You want to feel like he cared, like that person cares for you, like they don't want to see you go down and be depressed and suffering. You know, you want that person to be able to make you feel like you are being cared for. And women like security. Men, you just have to accept the fact that women like security. Just because they have their own don't mean that you can. If you're their man, that means you should be trying to help them. And vice versa with women. Just because they're helping don't mean you shouldn't help in some sort of way. You know, if you see them in a need of something, help them out a little bit, you know. But I think a lot of people get into relationships and it's self-serving. They think about themselves and not thinking about their partner. So they got one person in a relationship doing all of the work and going above and beyond to get everything that one other person needs. So basically, it's not a relationship. This is a self-serving thing. You got a servant, and this servant is doing everything for you. And then you got this other person who's the slave, who's like, yes, whatever you like, whatever you need, whatever you want, you know, it's out of control. And so, okay, the third sign is choosing to be blind to the red flags. Now, you know you settling if you choosing to be blind to all the red flags in the relationship. How this person is talking to you, how they treating you, how they demeaning you. Yeah, y'all may have children together, but that don't mean you have to stay because you have kids. You know, you may have a home together that y'all bought. That don't mean you have to stay. And this person is hitting you. Men hitting women and women hitting men, putting their hands on each other. That's toxic. Talking crazy to each other. That's toxic. Not being able to converse and sit down and have a conversation when there's a disagreement. You know, so you know if you just completely ignoring the red flags, you ignoring all the red flags because, you know, I know something's wrong, but I'm just going to ignore the red flags to try. And you here to trying to see if you in the right relationship. You already know you settling. If you just open your mind and pay attention to what's really going on around you and pay attention to the reality that you're living in, then you will be able to see that what you're in is not healthy and it's driving you crazy and you don't have peace. You're losing your mind. You know the sanity, you losing it. And you're not. Number 4, no consistency. No consistency. Now, a lot of us keep staying in these relationships because we are hoping to get back what we felt from the beginning of our relationship. But if there's no consistency of how this person's character is from the beginning, because a lot of people get us in these relationships in order to make sure that they can get us and nobody else can get us, and that way they can keep us and nobody else can keep us, you know. And then once they get us and got control of us, then you feel like you're stuck. And so, but there's no consistency from their behavior after that. So how they treated you in the beginning is not the same of how they treated you later on. It's just a constant up and down roller coaster of foolishness, of toxicity, of unhealthiness going all into the relationship. It's like a washing machine. It's cycle, repeat. It just keeps going the same thing over and over again, and you just sitting there hoping for change, and it never comes. If the person gave you signs in the beginning, I'm sure, but we again go back to number 3. You chose to ignore the signs in the beginning before you got into the relationship. So now you're in this relationship and you just trying to figure out what's going on, but this person always been the same. They was just a little bit good at hiding it, but they gave you a few little hints here and there, either through the jokes that they give you in the beginning. Ha ha ha, if a woman do that to me, I hit her, you know. And then you looking laughing like, oh, that's so funny. Like that person really ain't gonna do it, but then one day they go upside your head. And you know, little things like that. The consistency changes. There's an up and down cycle. 1 minute they nice, the next minute they not nice. And the only reason probably they nice is because they just trying to get something out of you. And then the next thing you know, they're back talking crazy to you. And then the next thing you know, they asking for forgiveness. The consistency is driving you crazy. Number 5 is all about you aren't happy. If you are watching this, you know you aren't happy. You aren't happy. You suffering. And you get one life to live. You get one life to live. And that one life, you might as well live it in bliss. You can do bad by yourself. You do not have to suffer and be in a relationship with somebody because you have kids, or because you think you love them, because this person made you think that you love them, or you think this is the best I can get, or because you believe deep down I'm ugly and this is the best I can get because you got low self-esteem issues. But the truth is, you can do better. It's a mind thing. You get one life. Why destroy your life and waste your life on another human being that's not helping you grow and move forward and do and live, you know, allow you to live your best life later on? I mean, you just accepting the foolery that people is giving you. Why? Have you ever sat down and asked yourself, why am I accepting this relationship? Why am I accepting this relationship? Why am I putting myself in this relationship? I could do better. You have dreams of doing great things in your life and being great and being loved by someone who will actually take care of you or care for you and love you the way you need to be loved. But instead, you're just going to accept this person because your empathy for this person, because they saw a story. They don't have anybody. They ain't never had a family. And they ain't never had nobody love them as much as me. And I gotta be there for him. I can't just leave him like that. I can't just leave her like that because she need me. She need me, knowing good and well, deep down inside, in the bottom of your soul, that you could do better in life without this person. If this person wasn't there, you could do better in life. If this person wasn't draining you of your essence, of your dreams, of your happiness, you can do better. You know, and they got you running around like a little puppet, dragging you all across town, hoping that nobody else gets you, and you know, and trying to keep a chain on you instead of working together like a partner, like you're supposed to. So that's why I say, you know, if you aren't happy and if you are watching this video, you already know where your relationship stands. You know, you already know. I ain't trying to tell you what to do, but I am trying to tell you, you get one life to live. And if you choose to be in a relationship that's not treating you right, that's not doing right by you, those people don't care about you, they could care less about you, and they just, I mean, it's ridiculous how a lot of people just accept the suffering that they're in because they believe that's the best that they can do, and this is the life that they live because we got 3 kids, or we got 4 kids, or we got 5, or I'm on disability, I can't do nothing else. This person takes care of me, so I have to endure the suffering that somebody is giving me. And it's not true. It's a mindset. And I hope that all of you that are listening to this learn that you don't have to be a product of your environment. You don't have to deal with the things that people give you and be what somebody expects you to be. You can be whatever you dream to be. If you want to be a cosmetologist, do it. If you want a man that's going to treat you right, and you're not with the man that's not treating you right, that's abusive, that sits there and y'all calling the cops on each other all the time, leave. Come up with a game plan. Because you know that they say that women who are in abusive relationships, they have a higher number of murders. So you need to look that the statistic up. I don't know the exact numbers, but I do know that those women end up murdered sometimes. Even after they leave, sometimes that's stuff you got to be careful with. So you have to be ready to leave. Be ready to get them restraining orders. Be ready to go get another phone and change your number and have that stuff. You got to have a backup plan. You got to think things through and do things. The next time I see y'all, I'm going to tell y'all my story of, I have another story that also taught me a lesson, of the guy who stalked me. And that's why I said you really have to pay attention to who you are dating. Look at the character first. Pay attention to the character. Don't just accept anything and accept stuff the way it is. So yeah, I'm just gonna end it right here. Another thing, just because you're in a relationship, okay, say you decide to stay in your relationship, okay, doesn't mean you shouldn't stop dating each other or loving one another and caring for one another. Just because you're in a relationship, the way it is in the beginning, yes, certain things in life changes through the time that you are together. But don't forget to date one another and love one another and care for one another. Because the purpose of dating is to have an end goal that both of you want to have together. At the same time, love each other. That's what it's about. Caring for each other, making sure you can elevate each other to different levels. That's what a relationship is supposed to be about. It's not supposed to be about you having to accept the foolishness that somebody is coming with because they didn't get no self-healing. They didn't heal from the last relationship, or they just toxic people. You don't have to deal with that. So, you know, I hope you guys learned something from this video. And if you haven't, and you think I'm just talking crazy, like you don't know what you're talking about, that's fine. I pray that you don't go through none of these things that many of us have probably went through. So I'm just praying that you guys don't go through those same things. Other than that, I will catch you later. Thank you guys for watching this video. I greatly appreciate all my YouTubers out there and my extended family members. I'm so happy you guys are back and watching us. Don't forget to watch our family meetings on Mondays. We have a lot of fun talking about different topics. Hopefully that gets you guys through the week. If you have a topic you want to hear about, please feel free to email us or put it in the comment and let us know. We will talk about it. Also, don't forget about my brother's depression videos on cooking, because we like food on this channel and we do put some recipes up there that's gonna be good for y'all. So you need to watch those as well. This is an everyday life channel and we gonna help you get through everyday life. And that's the purpose of our channel. Not only get you through everyday life, you get to know about us, the Griffin family, in our everyday lives. So hopefully everybody is having a good Memorial Day weekend, and I'll see you guys later.